beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we have a vital issue to discuss. Now guys, I want to say this clearly. Everything is not about they don't love me at my place of work. Everything is not about I'm not being liked, I'm not being cherished, I'm not being supported. Guys, sometimes we need to learn to listen. Sometimes we need to learn to give up roles that we took and we are not able to deliver. I'll say this for free. NHS is a beautiful place to work. The reason is because you can grow so high, more than the sky is your limit. As long as you are willing to grow, as long as you are passionate, and as long as you are ready to learn. So anybody in the NHS, any nurse in the NHS can take up any roles and go as high as the world. If only they are willing, they are passionate, and they are ready to work, they are ready to learn, and they also have the charisma. Okay, so guys, in today's video, I want to tell you about an NHS nurse who has recently been struck off for failing to deliver her role. Now, guys, this is not to scare you or scare me. This is a lesson to every one of us. Because literally, as long as we remain nurses, we have to keep learning. This NHS nurse is a liaison and diversion nurse. So our role is to assess individuals who were brought into police custody and refer them for any support service they needed. Okay, but this nurse was sacked by the trust because she was not making those referrals. Okay, there were several incidents where she saw patients and she has agreed with those patients that she was going to make referrals for them for further support, and she never did so for weeks. And the NMC felt that this could put patients at harm and this could put patients at risk, and this was one of the reasons she was struck off. Now guys, according to the investigation carried out on her, NMC report, I will read it as it is here. The NMC report into her case says she may have been working in a stressful environment, but she was given significant amount of supervision and support from her line managers to assist her. We all know the nurse's role is stressful, but was she given enough support? They said she was given enough support, but yet she was not able to do her job judiciously. Now, she told her team leader that she has completed documentation for 18 patients when in fact this number was 30. So it means she was not really coping with her job. Now guys, this is a lesson to us. If you take up any roles and you are not coping, whether they are supporting you or not, you take up the role and you see yourself that you are not coping. You are not coping with the role. Rather, you are drowning. You are finding it difficult to deliver. I will say this to you. It is not a crime that you are in band 7 and you decide to step down. It is not a crime at all. It is not a crime. If the role you are taking, you find out that you are not able to cope with such roles, call for help, call for support, go for training within your trust, go for other free training online, go for paid training as well if the need be. And if you do all those things and you feel that you are still struggling, I beg you, it is not a crime to step down. Instead of losing your pit, instead of getting ridiculed, my darling, you can step down, take a deep breath, take a pat on the back, and go further again to the career ladder if need be. Okay, now let's read more about the story, and I'll also drop it in the description box for you to read. Just in case you're wondering, who is this lady talking so much today? My name is Violet Okolacha. I'm a registered nurse. I live and I practice in the United Kingdom. And on this channel, I share juicy information like this. So do well to like, do well to share, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Without wasting any of your time, let's get to it. So a mental health nurse who let a patient down by failing to make vital referrals has been struck off from the profession. Our role required her to assess individuals who were brought to police custody and refer them for any support they needed. But she was sacked by her trust after it emerged that she often failed to make these referrals. After concerns about how we alighted by her team leader at the trust, a number of occasions were found where she has failed to keep record of her meetings with patients or complete referrals to further services. Investigation found incidents when she had seen patients and agreed to refer them on for further support and did not do so for weeks. Bless her. As a result, vulnerable people were left without support and put at risk for harm. She was dismissed by the trust, which in turn referred her to Nursing and Midwifery Council. And following a further disciplinary hearing, she has now been struck off from the nursing profession, although she may appeal this decision. An investigation was carried out following concerns, and as a result, a disciplinary process was held, and Mrs. Jefferson and a disciplinary process was held, and she was dismissed from the trust in July 2020 for gross misconduct. An NMC disciplinary panel heard of several occasions where she has failed to keep tracks of her work. The panel considered 11 separate charges relating to her work in the final 2 years of her employment with the trusts. One, an incident where she did not make referrals for a patient for 2 weeks. Failing to make referrals for patients who were depressed, misleading management about the extent of her work backlogs, not informing GPs of when she had concerns about her patient. Now, finally, she has been struck off. So, guys, this is a lesson to us. Whenever we take up roles, we should learn to be able to deliver such roles. We should learn to be able to walk our walk, do our work judiciously. Okay, listen, guys, whenever we take up roles, we should learn to be able to deliver those roles. Okay, we should learn to work within the description of our job. If your work entails you to make referrals, make sure you do those referrals. If you need help, make sure you call for help. If you need support, make sure you call for support. If you need to go for trainings, make sure you book yourself for trainings. You don't really need your managers to book you for training. If you feel you need extra training, make sure you do them to be able to deliver quality care and support to patients. And if for any reason you've done all this training and you find out that you are struggling with the job, your mental health is at stake, it is not a crime to step down and learn again and probably apply for such roles and take them up. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope we have been able to learn one or two things from this video. I will see you in another of my juicy video. Until I see you again, all the best.